Denise Reagan.
And I'm Tom Szaroleta.
And we're
Hopelessly Lost.
We're going to talk to you about Lost each week and share some of our insights and hopefully some of the ones that you send us. Kind of an interesting kickoff this season.
It certainly was. I starting in October, my wife and I watched every episode again so that we'd be caught up, and it was worth the wait.
So kind of three major parts of these two first shows. It was a double night, so we got 2 hours of Lost, which is really the way you want to have it. And one was this alternate reality that was introduced of the plane flight that occurred and never crashed.
Mm-hmm.
One is, the bomb either worked or didn't work or something.
It worked.
But in any case, they got catapulted back to what is sort of present day, and they're at the hatch, the Swan, and it's blown up. So apparently the Swan did get built and is blown up, but the previous explosion that happened when Desmond blew up the
Correct.
Swan. All right.
So they're no longer in 1977. That's the one thing we can be sure of.
For now. Then we've got the Ben Linus, the John Locke's, you might say,
Mm-hmm.
the real John Locke who's dead in a box, and the fake John Locke who's really the man in black, along with Richard and the others, and then marches up the rest from a Jira flight, the newbies, we'll call them. And so they're all at the foot statue, and as we saw last season, the fake Locke gets Ben to
Kill Jacob.
So one of the key points is, the folks who are at the exploded Swan, Jack,
Mm-hmm.
Kate, Sawyer, Hugo, all of our favorites are, basically first trying to get Juliet out of the wreckage.
Correct.
So basically she's alive. Hey, Juliet's alive. Just long enough for Sawyer to dig her up and for her to die in his arms.
Yes.
Which is sweet, but kind of unsatisfying.
But is she dead? Is anybody ever dead?
Nobody dies on this show.
Who knows? Meanwhile, Saeed is suffering from a grievous bullet wound that
They totally forget about her. They're like all about Juliet, and Saeed's over there like bleeding from the gut.
Yep.
It's like, hello, dying over here. What we know is the man in black, Jacob's nemesis, is the Black Smoke.
Yes, he is.
We know that. Okay, so finally we got something for real.
And he is the force that is animating Locke.
Right. We know that he's the fake Locke.
Yes.
Right. And we know this because after he appears as the Black Smoke, he tells Benjamin, I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun. All right. Questions raised.
Boy,
way more questions raised than
where do you
answered.
start? The whole reality on the plane, there are inconsistencies with. If indeed the bomb went off, reality was reset, the plane never crashed. But on the plane, Christian's body isn't there. Locke's knives are missing, and that's going to come into it at some point. Shannon's not on the plane. Desmond is on the plane. He's not supposed to be on the
Desmond's
plane.
not on the plane. He's never on the plane. He got to the island.
Charlie's
almost
dead, but
every
he's
day.
on the plane.
Yeah. And then Charlie tried to kill himself by swallowing some drugs of some sort, and Jack ruined that once again because Jack has to save everybody. So, all right. So we got, who are these temple people? Where did they come from? What's with this Ankh in the guitar case? Why is that important? And where did everyone else go after the explosion? The people from 1977 or whatever.
Where's Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel Faraday. Very important. Where's he gone? Don't know. All right.
There were a few shockers in this episode. Things that made you sit up and take notice. The first was, at the beginning you were set up to believe that the bomb had gone off, they're on the plane, everything's great. And then the next segment, there's Kate in a tree. What's that all about? That wasn't so much a shocker as a, huh?
Yeah. Of course, the big shocker of the evening was Saeed, we thought was dead. Okay, first he's bleeding from the gut, then they take him to the temple, put him in the water, they drown him, he's dead. He wakes up at the end. It's like, what happened? Indeed, what happened? We don't know, okay?
And is that really Saeed? Who knows?
Yeah.
What
Theories,
is Saeed?
some possible theories there. Another little mini shocker. Kate, manages to get away from the marshal and gets in a cab that's already occupied by Claire. We've been waiting to see Claire since like season 4, right?
Yes.
So there's Claire. Now, was she on the plane? Don't know. We didn't see her on the plane.
Is she pregnant when she's in the cab?
Don't know. All we see is from here up. So find out later, hopefully. All right. Well, that wraps it up for this week. Thanks, Tom.
I'll be here next week.
All right, and in the meantime, follow Jack Gax at Jack Gax on Twitter, or become a fan of Jack Jacksonville on Facebook if you want to hear more Lost news in the meantime.
And don't fly Oceanic.